Hey y'all, I'm back. So, as you can see the title of this video, yeah, let's get into it. Um, so this is pertaining to the photo that went viral a few days ago of Nicki Minaj and Rihanna, all laid up and booed up with their struggle dusties. Excuse me. It's just very unnerving to see these successful Black women that reach into the bottom of the struggle dusty barrel just so that they can say that they have a man. I mean, Nicki Minaj is worth what, almost $100 million. Her net worth is what, 80 million, and she decided to marry a convicted, so I don't have to say alleged, a convicted rapist, a career criminal, and have a baby with him. Like, why? And Rihanna is now a billionaire laid up with ASAP Rocky's, self-hating colorist ass that's only worth $7 million. It's like, sis, what are y'all doing? These are the women that are Black male identified. I mean, I don't understand how Rihanna went from dating a Saudi billionaire to ASAP Rocky. It just makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. And, it's like Black women, we're like the only group of women that does this in mass. Like, no other group of women does it. You don't see successful Asian women, successful white women reaching to the bottom of the barrel and marrying just any old man they can find. Like, no. It's only Black women because they're so desperate for that Black male approval and validation. Like, it's really sickening, that one-sided loyalty. The Black community is the only community where the roles are heavily reversed. Heavily reversed. The men are the women, and the women are the men. Well, at the same time, Black people are the most homophobic and transphobic people. But the whole time, our community in mass is role reversed. The women are the breadwinners. The women have to carry the load because the men either just flat out refuse to, because they hate themselves too fucking much to go get some help and deal with their own self-hate and trauma, to get out here and compete economically with other races of men. So and if and when they do become successful, 9 times out of 10, guess what? They're going to take that very much needed wealth out of the Black community and give it to another successful community that's already thriving. That's what Black men do. The majority of successful Black men will take the very much needed wealth and give it to another patriarchy. This is how psychologically conquered they are. Okay? Black men have a very, very unique situation, a psychological, pathological situation going on, because they are the only race of men on this planet that have severe self-hate issues. Okay, and that self-hate trickles down into their manhood and masculinity. It trickles down into how they're able to compete with other races of men. And mass psychologically, they can't or they don't know how because they've been so psychologically conquered and damaged that it's just easier for them to just leave. But at the same time, it's like, well, Black women went through slavery too. We deal with self-hate issues too. But we still gotta come out here and compete with other women. We still gotta come out here and, hair, nails, makeup, body, all snatch, face, beat. We gotta come out here and compete with all these other bitches every fucking day. And y'all niggas can't come out here and figure out how to compete with other races of men economically and education wise. Y'all can't figure that out. Fuck you. The only group of men that can't compete with any other groups of men. So they have to lay up under their women. It's really fucking sad. It's really fucking sad. But you know what? It's because a lot of these Black, male identified Black mammies allow this shit. They allow it. Because, in the Black community, they love their sons and raise their daughters. Tell you, role reversal starts in childhood. It starts in childhood. And that one-sided loyalty, guess what? I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear it. It starts in the church. The whole purpose of you going to church, specifically Black women, the whole purpose of you going to church is to indoctrinate you into one-sided loyalty, male worship. Okay, and if you want to get esoterical, the whole basis of Christianity is it's phallic worship. It teaches you to worship that man, that male figure, that male deity. Where do you think this one-sided loyalty comes from? It comes from the church. Because how else do you explain that, every time a Black man gets shot in the street, Black women have a knee-jerk reaction. Okay? Well, at least we used to, let's say about 5-10 years ago, because now a lot of us are waking up. But 5-10 years ago, myself included, I was a dick worshiping, mammy, dick pandering hussy. Okay? I would every time a Black man was shot, I would knee-jerk reaction, immediate rage, filled with rage and anger. It was like second nature. And why do you think that Black men don't have that same knee-jerk reaction when it comes to Black women being killed? Because that's not what religion teaches. Religion doesn't teach yoni worship. It teaches phallic worship. It teaches women are to submit to men and worship men. Men are the rulers. Women submit and worship the rulers. It hasn't been ingrained in little boys and men's psyches to have that knee-jerk react. It's not embedded in their psyche. They'll never have it. But Black women do. Black women do, because Black women are loyal to that church. Even if you look at most of the attendance, go do a quick search. Go look at Black churches. Most of the attendees are Black women. Black women and children. Black women fill those churches up every Sunday faithfully. And what do you do at church as well? You gonna pay them tithes. Oh yes. It's also teaching you to give your money to men, to give your resources to a man. Uh-huh. Yeah, I wish the fuck I would. I wish the fuck I would do that bullshit again. Nope. Fuck no. Nigga, you can die. You ain't getting a penny from me. Not a dime. That's where it comes from. I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany about this shit. Cause KSC, Kendall St. Charles, she used to talk about one-sided loyalty. And I'm like, well, where does it come from? It has to come from somewhere. And then it dawned on me, oh my God, it comes from church. It comes from religion. That's why Black women are so ingrained to just give and give and give and give and give to Black men, and you get very little to nothing in return. Like, when are y'all gonna wake the fuck up? You don't realize your fucking power. This is why, something's really, we need to talk. We talk a lot about Black male pathology. When are we going to talk about Black female pathology? When are we going to talk about that? Because when are we going to tap into our power and stop birthing these self-hating motherfuckers? Okay? We have the technology is available. So you can go to the doctor and tell the doctor, I only want girls. That's the power that we have that Black men will never have. Okay, my vote is to stop birthing Black boys. You want to stop colorism, featureism, texturism. Stop bringing them here. Stop bringing them here. They're just going to grow up to hate you. And a lot of you purposely bring them into poverty. That's where the resentment starts. I mean, we got to take responsibility as women. You purposely bring them into poverty-stricken environments. You got 3, 4, 5 baby daddies, 3, 4, 5 kids running around, barely got food to eat, barely got clean clothes for the kids, and you just keep popping these babies out like popcorn. You don't think that you don't think that little boy or boys gonna grow up to resent you? Like, why the fuck did you bring me in this shit? Why? You have no money, you're poor as fuck, you're 350 pounds, you look a hot mess. Why the fuck did you bring me here? For what? For a welfare check? That's where the resentment starts. I know a lot of you Black women don't want to hear it, but a lot of y'all are codependent on men and children. Yeah, I said it. I did. A lot of y'all don't want to hear it. A lot of you all are codependent as fuck. You're codependent on men and children. You just keep popping these babies out because you don't know how to be alone with yourself. You don't like being alone with yourself. And then you create all these fucking babies that you deep down didn't even really want. Okay? Because you don't even know how to deal with yourself, let alone a child or children. And then it just fucks up society. And we got all these unwanted kids that aren't properly nurtured and cared for. And then they're going to fucking grow up to need years and years and years of fucking therapy. Thanks, Mom. Children are such a blessing. Oh, really? I can't tell. Because a lot of y'all be bringing them into fucking poverty and bullshit. I really can't tell. A lot of y'all got undiagnosed mental health issues. Or you have diagnosed mental health issues and you decide to have kids anyway. I mean, just selfish. People talk about childless people, the people that are childless by choice, such as myself, being selfish. How? How am I being selfish because I know I don't want kids? How? How is that selfish? No, it would be selfish if I bring a child or children here and I can't properly nurture or care for them, or I resent the fuck out of them, and then I'm a horrible parent. That's selfish. See, a lot of you all do and then think later. And that's why our society is fucked up now. Fuck out of here. A lot of y'all are just, you just don't know which way is up. I mean, the black community is just in shambles. And you know what? And I've been saying, like, if I have to be reincarnated, I don't want to come back as a black person. I don't. I look, I'm done. I'm done. Hopefully I don't come back to this motherfucker, but if I do, I'm coming back as a biracial with a black mother and a non-black father, because I'm done with fucking niggas. I'm done. Or I want to come back as an Indian woman. I'm going to be a biracial woman with a black mother and a non-black father, or an Indian woman. I'm done with the black community. I'm done. I'm done. It's a wrap. I've had my experience. It's y'all are going in circles. This is like the Twilight Zone times infinity. When is it end? When do you wake the fuck up? Like, y'all literally just keep going. Like, you keep hitting your head on the same wall. You're profusely bleeding. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, no, like nobody's learning anything. Nobody's learning anything. Like, I'm done. I don't want to be a part of a community where the men hate the fuck out of themselves. If the men hate the fuck out of themselves, how the fuck are they going to protect the women and children? Okay? And that's the conclusion I've come to. And they say, people talking about black women are opening up their options now. Oh, it's going to be in the black community. Well, then it is what the fuck it is. Because if the black men can't protect the black women and black children, then the community was never meant to survive. It was never meant to last. It is what the fuck it is. Oh, well, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's not my problem. If the very men can't be men and protect what needs to be protected, then it was doomed from jump. It was never going to survive. And I don't know why y'all keep bringing these black babies here. I don't know why. Y'all keep bringing these black babies here to not be protected or properly provided for by these self-hating colorist niggas. You think your pussy's just so different. Oh, he not gonna leave you, right? Oh, he not gonna do you dirty. Okay, girl. Okay. Fuck out of here. Y'all are just delusional as fuck. I really, like, I'm done. I just washed my hands. I'm done. Like, I'm not having no motherfucking babies. I'm done. I'm done. And if I was going to have a baby, it would be all girls. All girls. I'm not having no boy. Nope. This shit is crazy. This shit has to end eventually. It has to end. And if that means the end of the black community, then so be it. Because in every other community, guess what? The men protect the women and the children. That's your natural biological role. You had one fucking job. One job. And you failed miserably. So it is what the fuck it is. Anyways, that's my video. I'm out. Until next time, talk amongst yourselves.